This is Tim with Death by MLSTL, and I'm talking to
Waylon Reavis from Achillesification.
Awesome, definitely. Well, I guess tell us while we're on here. Tell us about your band and what exciting stuff's coming up in 2018.
Okay, well, we are Achillesification. We released our first album, Unbroken, in last May of 2017, and we were under the EMP label group, which we just did one album with them. And then we released two new songs, with Angel on our own back last November. And right now, as we speak, we're working on our second album called The Indifference of Good Men, which will be coming out September this year.
Definitely. Do you guys have like a band camp and all that stuff where can everyone find your music and merch and all that stuff?
You can find, we're on Big Cartel for merch. You can get us at Merch Live for merch. We have different stuff at each site. You can find my music on YouTube, Spotify, pretty much anywhere. You look for it, you can find Apple Music. We're there. We are on every digital platform known to man. We are there. You will find us. Find it. You pop in a Killer's Confession, and you're going to find Angel on the Outside, Our Wish, Rebirth, Unbroken. You'll find it all.
Definitely. As far as like the when you were growing up, what was something that kind of motivated you to be into music?
God, I don't know, man. It's like I think about it. Like the first thing that really made me want to be in music was when I first seen Korn open up for Danzig and Marilyn Manson in 1995, and that was when it was done. That's all I wanted to do ever. After seeing Korn walk on the stage of their self-titled album, and blowing me completely away. And I was like, that is cool, and that's what I want to do. Done after that. Then, I started dabbling, started playing. A decade later, I jumped into Mushroomhead, and now I'm here.
Definitely. Of all the years that you've been touring, what was some of the most memorial stuff that you remember that just stood out? What festivals or concerts that you just kind of...
When we played Soundwave in Australia with Mushroomhead back in 2014 was absolutely mind-blowing. In that same year when we went on tour on Mayhem and get to do one of the big metal festival tours, that right there, that's a pinnacle. When you do something like that, that's what you want to do. That's how you want to tour, and that was the pinnacle. And then during that tour, I got to sing on stage with Korn, and that done. Bucket list check.
Right, definitely. And as far as like being in a band that had many members and now you're in a band that you're kind of doing it on your own, what was the biggest change or transition from that?
The biggest change, let me think for a second. The biggest change?
Yeah.
Anything goes.
Yeah.
If you want to do it, do it. There's no skeleton. You're not painted in the corner. You don't have to. I don't have to feed anybody. I'm doing it on my own. I'm doing what I want to do.
That seems. I would think that would be the most awesome thing is to have that freedom to do whatever you want to do. So, but as far as like routing an album and so forth, is it a joint collective with your band, or is it something that does somebody write the music or somebody do the lyrics? How does that work in your band?
We usually a member writes the music, and then I take it over and start editing and write lyrics and do vocals.
And as far as like 2018, as far as touring and so forth, how does that work out? What touring do you have in store?
We're going to hit the road in May, but we took most of the year off because we're just doing the new album. And then we're going to be hitting, as soon as this is all set done, I'm hitting the road, I'm not looking back.
How did you come up with the name of the band?
Killer's Confession came up. Actually, the first song at Killer's Confession, the band was going to be called Unbroken. And Tom Hazel said, well, there's a million bands called Unbroken. Why don't you just name it the Killer's Confession? And that's kind of how that happened. And then the fans started calling us AKC, and that's the rest of history. That's what we're doing now.
Definitely. As far as the making of an album, how long does it usually take to make an album?
Me, I wrote all the vocals and I performed them and recorded them in 2 weeks. And we wrote Unbroken in 30 days.
Wow.
And recorded it.
Wow, that's quick.
It does not take long.
That is very quick. As far as I ask this question to every band, but as far as like when metal started in like 82 and so forth, and bands have progressed 30 years and some of them even more, do you think bands coming out nowadays can have that longevity with the industry now, with the internet and CDs going away? Or do you think it's just going to be a flash in the pan and people need to start hitting radio and just make the waves?
The people need to make their wave, but people need to look to the past because it was a better scene back then. Well, you did get longevity because you were more connected. I mean, even though the internet connects you, the fans in the day back in the day were more connected than they are now.
Right.
They were more loyal. They were, just like you said, flash in the pan. Everybody's turning into it, and the only way you could not be that is if you're turning music over once a year, fast as you can.
Right.
And that's hard.
Definitely.
You better stay inspired.
What advice would you give to a young up-and-coming band? What advice, because all the stuff that you've been through and all the stuff that you've been in, what advice would you give to a younger band just starting out?
First, don't react out of anger, ever. Do not react out of anger. Second, do it because you love it. Don't do it because you want to get famous. Third, remember, we're here because we enjoy it. Once you stop enjoying it, stop doing it. And remember where you came from.
That would be, I would think that would be the ideal thing to think whenever you're in a band.
Remember where you came from.
Definitely, 100%, dude. As far as the new album and so forth, and as far as the creativity, what kind of brought that on to form this band and to form the latest album?
Repeat that, please. You were kind of breaking up.
Oh, what was your creativity to form the new album? What inspired you to make the new album?
My desire to speak against the world we're becoming. My desire to actually get people to listen again and to get off their phone and look around and join the world that we all live in together.
What if you could tour with one band, what band would you tour with?
A Perfect Circle. Rammstein, Tool, Korn, God, the list goes on and on. Suicide Silence, Whitechapel, Motionless in White, The Antwoord, Ghost, Gojira. God, I go on, Dave. I go on forever.
when you first started out, with Mushroom Head till now, how much have you changed since then, as far as learning the industry and learning touring and getting prepared and your vocals and so forth? How much has that changed?
I'm two different people, completely. It's not even the same person.
Wow. Is it just because of the technology and things like that? Because I know that it's...
No, I opened my eyes. I opened my mind, and I stopped being closed-minded.
And basically, with the new band, I mean, you've formed... I like it a lot. I like your new band a lot. I really think that it's just tremendously, and you guys do good music, and you do well. And it's not... My honest opinion, it's not the same guy. Because I've seen you, I followed Mushroom Head for years, but your music is so, like, I guess refreshing, if that makes any sense. It's just different.
Thank you. It's, like I said, it's the continuation of where I started. I went back to the reasons why I did it. I remembered where I came from, and I capitalized on that. And it's like, Waylon, you want to write music, but you want to write the music you set out to write in the first place.
Right.
And that's what I'm doing.
Right. What do you do as far as like hobby-wise? What do you do when you're not creating music? What eases your mind?
Right now I'm playing God of War, the new God of War, and I am enjoying it so much. I love a good video game. I love a good movie, and I love being a nerd. Going buying toys, putting them on the wall. Never open.
What's your favorite game you've ever played?
Right, let me be completely honest with you.
Yeah.
I love the Legend of Zelda series. I love it. I mean, absolutely love it. But after playing this brand new God of War, it might be sitting on my favorite game of all time.
I have been playing. I'm a huge sports buff, but I play hockey. But I played the new Battlefront 2. I love Star Wars, so I played that. But I'm telling you, the Assassin's Creed Origins with the Egypt stuff is unbelievable, dude. If you haven't played it, it's kind of like Grand Theft Auto, but unlimited. Like, you can go anywhere. There's like nothing stopping you, and it's just.
I'll check that out, but you promised me you'll go check out the new God of War.
Oh yeah, it came out. Is it out yet, or is it?
It's out. I've had it since day one.
Oh wow!
And I have never seen a better looking video game ever.
What system do you play on? Do you like PlayStation? Do you like Xbox? What's your favorite?
I have all of them. I love my Nintendo for Mario and Zelda and Metroid, Donkey Kong, the Smash Brother. I love my Nintendo, but I love my PlayStation for games like God of War. And then I love my Xbox. I love to play Gears of War. I'm not a big fan of Call of Duty. I'm not a big fan of, mindless, online deathmatch.
Yeah.
I like games with story. But there's something on each system that I want. So I just get all three systems. I love VR on PlayStation. My girlfriend, Julie, she just play them. I do like playing virtual, Rick and Morty, virtual reality.
Right.
I love Rick and Morty, but I love VR because that was PlayStation. With Xbox, I got Xbox One X. I love to see the technology growing, but I just love a good story. It's like, I'm gonna play a game. I'm like $70 for it. I want to be immersed, but I don't want to be immersed in mindless killing. I mean, I'm gonna get bored with that really quick. I want a good story. Give me something that's gonna be something I can put on the movie shelf. Be like, I got that experience again. That was awesome. Right. Boom, done. And then I love the arias. Like, I love my mindless.
Wow. What is one place that you've been in the world that you just want to go back, not to play, just to visit?
Australia.
Have you ever?
I want to go back to Australia.
Not as touring, but just to visit. Australia is the one. Why Australia?
Love the people. Love it. I just love it. It's got the deadliest animals on the planet. It's beautiful. I love it.
And as far as when you grew up, what was your first metal album you ever bought?
Appetite by Destruction, Guns N' Roses.
Have you ever seen them live?
Never. Never seen them live.
Well, as far as, we've got a couple more questions, I'll let you go. But as far as anybody that you looked up to when you were growing up, have you met them? Have you had a chance to meet them? Like your idols?
Korn. And they were the reason I got started, and they're great friends of mine now. I was lucky enough to actually get to become friends, and I can never say thank you enough to those guys.
Definitely. Well, I guess the last question I've got, with you being who you are and creating such the music that you're creating, how far do you want to go with this? What do you see in the future?
10 years of doing AKC, and then I'm going to elaborately fake my death and become a Tony Clifton.
Tony Clifton. So is that? So do you have that? Do you have that projected? Do you? I mean, was that something that was a plan? Like 10 years? Like, hey, dude, I'm going to do this for 10 years. I'm done. After 10 years, I'm done.
Yeah, I don't want to do it after 50. I want to be done. Unless things change. But as of right now, I want to be done. And I want to grow old with my significant other, my beautiful Julie, and I want to travel the world with her and take her and go walk Great Wall of China and go see the pyramids and never hop on stage again, because once I get this out of my system, I'm done.
Is it so? Basically, this new album and this new band is basically you having stuff kept up inside of you for so many years, and you're just able to release it now, and that's what you're doing.
Yes.
Wow.
That's exactly what I'm doing. And when it gets tapped, it's tapped.
Wow. Well,
she's sitting there shaking her head at me. She's like, "No, you're not." She said, "No, you're not. I won't let you."
what is your next show?
When is my next show? We will be hitting the road. We'll be in Fort Worth, Texas, at the Rail Club on May 18th. A couple days before I'm at the Food Bar in St. Louis.
There you go.
And we're doing 8 shows, and then we're going to come back. I'm going to finish recording the album and be done with it because I'm doing partial. I'm doing half the album out here in LA, and then I'm going to come back home and do the other half and finish that. I think it will not take me long to do.
Wow. Well, thank you for doing the interview. You guys, you have been one of my. I've always followed you with your other band and now this, and it is what it is. And but I'm a huge fan. I like your music, and I wish you nothing but the best of luck. And I will see you in St. Louis at Foo Bar.
All right, thank you so much. Don't get
No, sir. No, sir.
You hang out with me this time, but that shit won't happen.
No, it will not happen, sir. I'll hang out with you. All right, I'll talk to you then. I'll see you in St. Louis. Thank you so much.
All right, bro. Thank you.
All right, take care, man.
Bye-bye.
Bye.